Hey everyone, welcome to Kim Yin Yoga. I'm Kim, and today we have a practice to boost and strengthen the immunity. We're going to begin on the mat in a comfortable Sukhasana. Quickly, before we jump into the routine, we're going to take these two fingers and we're going to activate K or KD 27, which is on the collarbones, so your clavicle. You're going to feel for where the medial points, the end of the clavicle is. Put those two fingers there and move outward. Pinch, you'll feel a dip. You're already there. It takes more to explain than it does to find. I like to crisscross my fingers in that dip and just lay the fingers across and pressure. I'm going to add and increase for 3 breaths the pressure on these acupuncture points. So deep breath in. Exhale, exhale it out. Another deep breath in. Exhale it out and feel the weight of your sits bones on the mat. Final deep breath in. And as you exhale this out, we're going to gradually lift the hands off, turn on down to all fours, where we are going to push up into forward fold. Utkatasana. Forward fold. And this isn't really about the hamstrings, so I'm not worried about straightening my knees right away. They can be bent nice and easy. What I want to do right now is activate the lymphatic drainage. And we're doing that by getting a little bit upside down. You can crisscross your arms again and grab onto your elbows. And just like the yin yoga term says, we're dangling. Dangling down, forward fold. And you can also, if it feels better, just lay your hands on the mat. Deep breaths. If you want to get two for one here, 2 for the price of 1, you can go ahead and straighten. It's hard to talk upside down. Straighten your legs so that we do feel an edge with the hamstrings. But that's not necessary. You can keep a bend in the knees and just allow yourself to fold over. Lymphatic drainage. 3 deep breaths here. As I exhale the 3rd breath out, walk it forward a little, and I'm going to splay my feet out. So I'm turning my toes towards the edge of the mat. You can come up on your toes into a froggy, or drop your heels, rock back, and find a squat. So whether you're up here in frog, that's cool, no problem. Or you might be here with Anjali Mudra to the sternum, and it's kind of like a reverse Manchaktiya. It's not reverse, it's kind of the same, but we're instead of holding the knees in, my elbows are pushing into the inside of the knees and the knees are pressing in, isometric. I lower the chin a bit, but I am keeping that airway open, and I'm going to have 3 long, slow, deep breaths here. And as I exhale out the 3rd breath, I'm going to keep on heading in this direction as we unfold into Vishnu's couch. And I'm going to let my knees rotate internally. We can do this by putting the hands under the bum. That's to get extra acupuncture stimulation, but the knees can windshield wiper. So you can simply do this, which is going to give you a nice internal rotation. Or if you're going for a stronger internal rotation, lay the right knee down, put the left ankle or calf on top of it, and hold it down there for a deep breath in. Exhale, exhale it out. Come on up to a couple more windshield wipers. So you're either doing this or you're just keep on windshield wipering. Pretend it's raining. Actually, it could be raining soon. Oops, I didn't know where to put my foot for a minute. With your left knee now down to the floor, right calf or ankle on top, the edge of your foot. And we're just adding that weight to rotate the hip internally. Deep breath in. Exhale, exhale it out. Another deep breath in. And exhale, exhale it out. From here, I'm coming up and I'm going to go into a half Sukhasana. So this half is going down. My left leg is going to be straight, right leg folded. So that's my half Sukhasana or Virasana. And now I'm folding back down into a Supta Virasana, but just one leg bent, which makes it more achievable for many. I'm stretching my arms up overhead, and I'm intending for my spine to be flat on the mat. I'm melting into this. Relax everything. Close the eyes and relax the feet. Relax the calves, the ankles, shins. Relax the knees, thighs. Let the bowl of the pelvis melt. My shoulder blades are melting into the mat. I'm imagining my spine utterly relaxed, melting into the mat. Back of the head. I might put pressure into the mat and roll it back and forth a little bit. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, I'm going to come on up and swap it over to the other side. And to do that, we'll just have a moment in Dandasana such that both legs are straight. My spine is straight. I'm lifting up. Deep breath in. And then as I exhale it out, I'm kind of rolling over this way, bending my left leg such that my knee is in the half Virasana. And back down I go to a beautiful Supta. I don't usually point this way. It's quite different for me. It's getting quite a view of the water dragons out in the garden, actually. Again, I am melting into the mat, relaxing the hands and feet, Relaxing the arms and the legs. Relaxing the spine. Three long, slow, deep breaths here. And as I exhale out the third breath, I'm drawing my right leg up first, flipping that left one over. I'm scooching this way a wee bit, and I'm going to do a bridge pose. Now, you can do it in a couple different ways. You might want to take this moment to get a cushion, some blocks, a bolster, if you want a supported bridge. So you make that choice now. If you're already all set up, just go straight into it, and otherwise I'll just walk you through it. I like to Charlie horse the hips and flatten my spine into the mat to feel that flatness before I shoot my sits bones up towards the ceiling, metaphorically. And I scooch my shoulder blades underneath me. Now, I don't recommend that I'm just going to do it in a careful way, turn your head to look at the video while you're like this. Keep your nose, get yourself situated, figure out what you're doing. Keep your nose pointed up. And if you need a break, you just come down, take a break, and then come back up. Because of the length of my arms in ratio to my back bend, I like to support my bridge this way if we're going to be here for any length of time. I can do that. And that may or may not work out for you. You might be using a block or a cushion. Another way that works nicely is to clasp the hands and push them into the mat. Just remember not to clock off your throat. Make sure your airway is open. So it's sort of like what they teach you in CPR, where you tilt the head back. That may not be the best reference, but it's what just jumped into my head. Tilt the head back so that you automatically open that airway. Chin to chest blocks the airway. So in this case, keeping that airway open. If you start to feel like, oh, I need more support, you can bring those hands back under. Or you might be just completely relaxed with the support of a pillow or cushion. Just depends on where you're at with your bridge pose. And we'll just have 3 deep breaths here. So good for the immune system. And the lymphatics. I'm so relaxed, I can't say it. Lymphatics. Remember that the lymph system is ductless. It's not running around in a bunch of tubes. It's draining. It drains along those little riverbeds. It doesn't have its own track. So positional yoga that puts you upside down and inside out, really good for the free flow of the lymphatic system, which that's where all our T cells are and our helper cells and our immune busters. So healthy lymphatics, powerful immune system. Deep breath in, and I'm coming back down. I'm slowly letting it all relax back down. Again, I'm Charlie horsing the hips so that my pelvis is going to rock this way. And for a moment, I'm just going to focus on having my spine absolutely flat into the mat. I'm pushing my kidneys down into the mat. And I'm just going to do one core lift. So what that'll be like is Uddiyana Bandha, my navel pulling to the back of my spine. I am isometric, pushing my core up into my the wall of my abs. You can feel this by just relaxing completely, and then pushing up, you will feel your core engaged. We've got a whole core workout. It's only like 8 minutes long, but you can go visit that for getting in touch with this core energy. What we're going to do is maintain that core that we developed as we lifted up. Hands open, airway open, deep breath in. And exhale it out. From here, my favorite lymphatic drainage, don't say that every day, is legs up the imaginary wall, or otherwise known as sleeping possum. You can do some circles here. If you want to just go right onto your wall, you can do that. I like the freestanding legs up imaginary wall so that I can use my knees and move them forward so the flat of my back can be right flush against the mat. I love that. So point fingers, point toes right up to the galaxy center, which is 27 degrees of Sagittarius, the galactic center. I'm just thinking, am I pointing that way right now at all? At some point, depending on the time of day that you're doing this, you might be pointing right towards the galactic center. Stretch it out. Okay, deep breath in. Relax it down. I've got my wrists flopping forward to give me some editing, writing break for the wrists. I like doing this every day to help that flow with all my tendons that probably work harder than any other part of my body on an hourly basis. I'm just letting it all go, relaxing my toes, my legs, knees, thighs, my butt's relaxed, my shoulders, they just melted another few inches down into the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Let's do one more. Deep breath in. Exhale, exhale it out. I don't know if you can hear, but Ra's snoring. He's up in the loft. That's where I sleep, in the loft. He's up in his little bed up there. He's snoring, so we don't have Buzzsaw Bob today, which is great. My neighbor's not doing carpentry, but my cat's snoring. Okay, I am clasping my hands together. I'm clasping my toes. You can do it from here. Manchak Chia. This is what we did before in the squat. Same move, but if this one, I'm holding the knees in instead of pushing the arms out. And I am feeling my sits bones spread left to right. I'm flattening my sacrum into the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, exhale everything down. I am stretching it out. Full body stretch, arching the back. Exhale, compressing the back into the mat. Let's do one more. Arching the back, compressing the back, and then bringing my hands down to my sides. I'm going to, oh my goodness, release the neck with a little roll here, and then wiggle asana. The epicenter is the hips, the sacrum pressing into the mat, and I'm wiggling it out. The whole body is fishtailing. I am gyrating, proven to reduce stress anxiety and boost the immune system. Wiggle asana. Deep breath in, keep wiggling. And exhale it out in stillness. I'm rolling my palms up to the world in receiving mode. I want you just to close your eyes and feel the sensations zinging through your body. That is an awake immune system where your fight or flight is completely switched off. Rest and digest is switched on. And your body is smiling. Savasana. I invite you to stay in Savasana for as long as you like. We'll do a few more deep breaths for sure. You might be falling asleep. I feel myself falling asleep. I'm going to, you just stay here if you want. I'm coming back up because I don't want to drain a whole battery by falling asleep in front of the camera and having to edit it out. Coming back to seated. Anjali Mudra, thumbs to the sternum, or you can put thumbs to forehead if you're still in Savasana. Be my guest to stay. Thank you for practicing with me and boosting your immune system with me. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It supports the channel. Click that subscribe button and the notification button if you want to get all the videos that come out once a week. There's something new. It's been a great pleasure. And we'll see you next time. Namaste.